पार्थाय प्रतिबोधितां भगवता नारायणेन स्वयं व्यासेन ग्रथितां पुराणमुनिना मध्ये महाभारतम् अद्वैतामृतवर्षिणीं भगवतीम् अष्टादशाध्यायिनीम् अम्ब त्वामनुसन्दधामि भगवद्गीते भवद्वेषिणीम् वसुदेवसुतं देवं कंसचाणूरमर्दनं देवकी परमानन्दं कृष्णं वन्दे जगद्गुरुं मूकं करोति वाचालं पङ्गुं लङ्घयते गिरिं यत्कृपातमहं वन्दे परमानन्दमाधवम्. By the infinite grace of Sri Ramakrishna and the Lord Krishna, we are continuing to study the Bhagavadgita. So we have already completed 26 verses from the chapter number 3. The 26th shloka says, Na buddhi bedam janayet ajnanam karma sanginam joshayet sarva karmani vidvan yuktaha samacharan. Here Vidwan means the enlightened person. He should not cause disturbance in the minds of an ordinary people. This is what is called the buddhi bedam janayet. One should not unsettle or disturb the notion of the ordinary people. Then what is buddhi here? The ordinary people think, I had to do some work and I had to reap the results. That is the notion of the ordinary people. So that kind of buddhi or the notion, the mindset, the wise men should not unsettle. Na buddhi bedam. So who are those people who are interested in the work and its result? They are called in the shloka as karma sangina. Those who are attached to the work. Attachment to work includes attachment to that agency tip. I am the doer. So I am the enjoyer of the results of the work. These kind of notions are prevalent or very common. We are all ajnanis. So we have that notion, I am the doer. I reap the results of the work. I am the enjoyer of the results of the work. I do every work for enjoyment. That is the common notion. That common notion, the Vidwan should not unsettle. The Vidwan means here the wise man, the knower of Brahman, knower of Atman. The knower of Atman knows it is body and mind and the organs that do the work. It is Prakriti that is doing work. Prakriti means the nature. So this body is a product of Prakriti, the mind is a product of Prakriti, and all the sense organs are the products of Prakriti. Work is possible, the activity is possible only for the Prakriti or the evolutes of Prakriti like body and mind, etc. The Atman doesn't work at all. That is the real knowledge. The wise man has got the real knowledge. That wise man is called here Vidwan. Though he knows the truth, he should not disturb the actions of the ordinary people. He should not disturb, unsettle the mindset of the ordinary people. Na buddhi bedam janayet karma sanginam buddhi bedam na janayet. So they are all attached to the wrong notion. Hey, you are doing wrong thing. You should think Atman alone is the truth. There is no action on the part of the Atman. These are all the high philosophy and highest kind of knowledge which is not possible for ordinary people to grasp. So the wise men should not unsettle the mind of the ordinary people. Why the wise men should not unsettle the mind of the ordinary people? Because there is a kind of evolution or gradual development that should take place in the course of sadhana. An ordinary man goes to God and worships the God for the results. I want something, I want promotion, I want job, I want safety, some worldly desires. The worldly desires are common. That is why we approach God. But slowly, steadily, if one develops the devotion to God, when he develops the understanding about God, when he goes on meditating on God, he realizes it is not the worldly desires he should seek only God. God is the highest goal. God is the highest goal one is human life is capable of achieving. Sri Ramakrishna again and again says, the realization of God is the highest goal of the human life. Everyone should aspire for the realization of God, nothing less than that. That idea has not yet come to the ordinary people. Still ordinary people approach God for the sake of worldly desires, to fulfill the worldly desires. The wise men should allow them to continue with the path. Naturally, by doing work in a selfless manner, karma yoga, one develops maturity in mind, maturity of the intellect. Viveka buddhi he develops, and slowly one understands that it is God alone one should seek for. And there is something called Atman, which has no action at all. Atman doesn't act. It is body and mind, the products of Prakriti, that is acting. So, that is the instruction given to the wise man. Na buddhi bedam janayet ajnanam karma sanginam. So, those who are attached to the work are described in two words. One is karma sanginam as well as ajnanam. They are ignorant of the true nature of the self, and also they are attached to the karma. Instead, Vidwan should encourage them to work. Joshayet sarva karmani should make the ordinary people interested in the work. In fact, Sri Ramakrishna or Swami Vivekananda, even Ramana Maharshi encouraged the ordinary devotees to engage in the service activities, service to the poor, service to the illiterate, service to those who are ill. Service, it is an action that purifies the mind, and that will make us enabled to grasp the knowledge of God. So one cannot just comprehend the knowledge of God all of a sudden. It is not possible. So the Vidwan, the wise people also should continue to do the work and make the ordinary people, the ignorant people, interested in the work they are doing. So he should encourage them. But Vidwan has to do work in a different manner. The ordinary people do with attachment, but the Vidwan should do the work with detachment. Yuktaha samacharan, with equanimity, with tranquility, with same-sightedness, seeing good and bad as equal. He should continue to do the work, and he should become a model for the ordinary people to follow him. Because ordinary people always follow the wise men or the model, the great people like the prophets, etc. So this is an instruction given to the wise man. They should never disturb the mind of the ordinary people. Instead of, they should continue to do the work with the equanimity, and all actions that are performed by ordinary people, the wise man also should continue to do, but with a detached spirit. Yuktaha. The state of yoga, being in the state of yoga is called yukta here. Yuktaha samacharan. So being in the state of yoga or equanimity, we should remember the second chapter, samatvam yoga uchyate. Joshayit should make them interested in the work. So this is what we have read in the last class. Now in contrast, the ignorant people, how they behave, what is their problem, how we can get rid of that problem. It is only by understanding. The actions we do are the actions of the body, actions of the mind. What is body? It is nothing but Prakriti. That which is not Atman, that which is not consciousness is called Prakriti here. So we should study Sankhya philosophy. In Sankhya philosophy, there are two realities. One is called Prakriti, another is called Purusha. Prakriti is inert, Jada. So all body, mind, etc. are products of the Prakriti. The whole world is the evolute or the result of the Prakriti. So two words are to be understood in context of the Sankhya philosophy. One is Prakriti, another is Vikruti. Prakriti is the state of equilibrium where there is no creation. From Prakriti, Vikruti has come out. That equilibrium is lost, equilibrium is broken, so the creation happens. So it starts with the subtle elements and then gross elements. The combination of gross elements is the result what we have this whole world and our body also. This is all explained in the Vedantic works. So one who is attached to the Prakriti, one who thinks the works done by Prakriti is my work, as if Atman is doing work, such person is an ignorant person. So we have that beautiful description. Why all these descriptions are given in the Gita? It is because through this understanding we can transcend this state. We can develop our mind, we can develop our intellect so that we can see everything as the activities of the Prakriti, where Atman remains aloof, Atman remains same. Atman does not get involved in anything. Prakrutehe kriyamanani gunaihi karmani sarvashaha ahankara vimudatma kartaham iti manyate. There are 2 points to be noted. In the first line, karmani kriyamanani sarvashaha prakrutaihi gunaihi kriyamanani. Sarvashaha, by all means, in every way, all kinds of action, whether it is a secular action, religious action, mental action, so the thinking is also an action. So that is called mental actions, the outside actions. The actions are of two types. Actions done by jnanendriyas, sense organs, seeing, hearing, etc., etc., and also by the karmendriyas, going about, touching, etc. So all kinds of actions. So sarvashaha kriyamanani, all kinds of action. In all circumstances, whatever actions, internal or external, in mind or outside, whatever you find, those karmas are prakrutaihi gunaihi kriyamanani. That is very important. they are performed by the qualities of the Prakriti. We do not see qualities of the Prakriti performing the actions at all. We always think, I am doing, I am thinking, I am eating, I am going. We never feel that it is Prakriti gunas that are doing work. This is the difference between an ignorant person and a wise man. Wise man knows Atman cannot do any work. It is Prakriti gunas that are doing the work. So if we know the truth, we will slowly withdraw our mind from the body-mind. We will withdraw our mind from the attachment to the body-mind. We will no longer be attached to the body-mind, and that is what is called knowledge. And knowledge illuminates us. Knowledge gives a new perspective to us. So we will continue to do the work, but we will no longer feel I am doing. If something happens, something wrong happens, we don't feel I am being hurt, because it is body and mind that is doing work. If something is hurt, it is mind that is hurt. I am not hurt. That much intensity of suffering will come down. We will no longer suffer from the activities and their consequences. So what is Prakriti Guna? Guna means Sattva, Rajas, Tamas, we know. Here all the Prakriti Gunas which are doing the work means the results of the Prakriti Gunas. As I told you, Sattva, Rajas and Tamas, the combination we find in the body, mind, etc. What is body? It is but Prakriti. Prakriti means Sattva, Rajas, Tamas. Body is nothing but the combination of Sattva, Rajas, Tamas. The mind is the combination of Sattva, Rajas, Tamas. Intellect is the combination of Sattva and Rajas, Tamas. So these Prakriti Gunas are to be understood as the evolutes of the Gunas of the Prakritis. Evolutes means when they are Sattva, Rajas, Tamas are in the state of equilibrium, no creation takes place. When they are in the disturbed state, one guna dominating the other, whole creation takes place, including our body, mind, etc. Then what really are body, mind, intellect? They are nothing but the combination and the permutation of the Sattva, Rajas and the Tamas. They do not belong to us at all. They are Prakriti, they are different. We are Atman, we are consciousness. They are inert, they are Jada. So, from the balanced state to modified state, that I have already explained. So, there are two words we should understand, Karya and Karana. Karya means body, Karana means the senses. It may be knowledge, senses of knowledge, that is Jnanendriya, or the senses of action, Karmendriya, even the mind, everything. So these are all nothing but the Prakriti. These are the things which actually doing the works, not the Atman. All kinds of action, all kinds of movements are the activities of the qualities of Prakriti. The real I, Atman, has nothing to do with that. This is the message Krishna is conveying in the first line of this sloka. Prakrutehe kriyamanani gunaihi karmani sarvashaha. But we are all ahankara vimudhatmas. Earlier Atma means mind. Vimudha means we are deluded. We have deluded our mind. Our mind is in the state of illusion. What kind of illusion? Ahankara vimudhatma. What is ahankara? Shankaracharya explains ahankara. Karya karana sanghata atma pratyayaha ahankaraha. thinking that body and mind to be our own Atman. If body is doing something, we think I am doing. Mind is thinking. We say I am thinking. I am not thinking. Who says that I am thinking? It is mind that is thinking. It is body that is doing. If we identify with the body, we think I am doing. If we identify with the mind, we say I am thinking. This is the illusion. So our mind is deluded by ahankara. Ahankara means identification or the wrong identification with the body and mind. So the delusion occurs by the ahankara. Self-identification with the aggregate of the body and mind, the notions, the common notions we have, like I am the body, I am the mind. And such person, one who has got ahankara, becomes vimudhatma. So ahankara leads to illusion or delusion, mudha or moha comes. Here it is not only mudha or modha, vimudhatma, deluded by diverse ways. Delusion is not one way or the one state of mind. It has got hundreds of states of mind. For example, if there is a wound in my body, I am deluded. I have got the wound. I am suffering. What is suffering? The body is suffering. I am not suffering. So this is one way of delusion, deluding ourselves. Illusion we are suffering from. Suppose somebody scolds us, somebody abuses us. Our mind is in pain, mind is suffering. I think I identify myself with the mind and say, I am suffering. This is another way of delusion. That's why Krishna uses not mudhatma, vimudhatma. Shankaracharya explains, vimudhatma means getting deluded by various ways. Nato nana vidham muda atma. Here atma means the mind, antakarana. Our mind is completely deluded. Our mind is completely identified with the body or the mind we are identified with. Whatever mind does, we think we are doing. Whatever body does, we think we are doing. This is what is called, the person is called. The ignorant person is called ahankara vimudhatma. What he thinks? Kartaham iti manyate. He thinks, I am the doer. In the first line, Krishna already has explained. It is Prakriti gunas that they are doing the work. Prakriti gunas means, I have already told you, it is body, mind, etc. that is doing the work. But the ahankara vimudhatma, one who is deluded by in various ways because of his ahankara or the wrong identification, feels, I am the doer. That is the problem. When body does something, we feel I am the doer. The mind thinks I am the thinker. I am the sinner. I am a holy man. I am a monk. I am a householder. So all these epithets or qualifications are not qualifications of the Atman. I am neither a monk, neither householder. I am not body, I am not mind. I do not have any qualification. I am pure consciousness, Shuddha Atma. This is the real understanding. If we don't have that understanding, if we are deluded in various ways, vimudhatma, through wrong identification, we will remain in the state of ahankara vimudhatma. As long as we are in that state, we continue to say, I am the doer, I am the doer. Kartahamiti manyate. So in contrast, the wise man, the realized person, what is his condition? What is the statement, the state of mind? Krishna says in the next sloka, next verse, Tattvavittu mahabaho gunakarma vibhagayoho guna guneshu vartante iti matva na sajjate. Please compare the state of mind of an ignorant with the state of mind of a jnani. Tattvavit, who is Tattvavit here? Tattvavit is one who knows the truth, is Tattvavit. Atma Tattva is the Tattva. Atma remains as it is, in exact manner. Tat, as it is. That is why it is called the being of in exact manner. It doesn't change, no modification. For example, this space. The buildings may be built, the buildings may be destroyed, collapsed, but the space remains the same. Space doesn't get destroyed. In the same way, bodies will be created, bodies will be destroyed. We move from one body to another body, but the Atman remains the same. Atman doesn't get destroyed. This is the Tattva. One who knows the truth of the exact nature of Atman is called the Tattvavit. Tattvavit of Guna Karma Vibhaga. He knows the classification of the gunas and the karma. Exact nature. As I told you, Tattva really means Atman. Tattva also means the exact nature. What kind of exact nature he knows? The exact nature of the Vibhaga, the classification, the diversity of two entities. One is Guna, another is Karma. What are the gunas? Already we have learnt. Guna means the evolutes, Sattva, Rajas and Tamas, and the evolutes of the Prakriti, the whole world, body, mind, everything constitute what is Guna. They are diversified. In Sankhya philosophy we read, from Prakriti 5 subtle elements come out. They are called the Tanmatras, Pancha Tanmatras it is called. Then mind, the mind, manas, intellect, buddhi, ego, ahankara, 5 tanmatras, the manas, the buddhi, ahankaras, and 5 kamklendriyas and 5 jnanendriyas. Jnanendriyas are those through which we see, hear and get the knowledge of the external world. I cannot get the knowledge of the external world without Jnanendriya. The sound is there. I am unable to hear without the Shrotrendriya, that is the sense of hearing. There is some form I am not able to see without my Chakshurindriya. So these are all 5 Jnanendriyas. And the actions, I go, I sit, etc., that is possible through Karmendriyas, Pancha Karmendriyas. So these are all referred diverse manifestation, diverse functions of the same Prakriti, the same qualities of the Prakriti is referred here as Guna, Guna Vibhaga by Krishna. And these gunas do actions that we have already learnt. I am not doing anything. Atman doesn't do anything. It is gunas that is. So there is a diversification, there is a lot of classification in the gunas. So the functions are also diverse in nature, many in nature. It is called Karma Vibhaga. So we should divide this sentence as Guna Vibhaga, and karma vibhaga. So sattvika karma, good karma, bad karma, rajasa karma, tamasa karma, there is an interaction between several gunas, and sometimes the sattva is predominant, sometimes rajas is predominant. When we are sleeping, tamas is predominant. When we are active, rajas is predominant. So when in the state of tranquility, sattva is predominant. So varieties of interactions with the external world produces diverse ways of actions. Actions for whom? By this time you must be knowing. It is not my action. I am not doing anything. It is the action of the modified gunas. What are the modified gunas? Just now I have told 5 tanmatras, mind, intellect, ego, karmendriya, jnanendriya. And I have forgotten one entity. Even the external world is also made up of the gunas. Not only the organ what I see, through which I see is guna, what I see is also guna. For example, chakshur indriya is a guna. What I see, the object, a form, a beautiful form, that also is a guna. The indriya or the sense organ through which I hear is a guna, and what I hear, the sound, is also a guna. Both are prakriti. So prakriti is seeing prakriti, prakriti is hearing prakriti, prakriti is touching prakriti. So indriyas, sense organs are prakritis, karmendriyas are prakriti, mind is prakriti, my ahankara, identification, wrong identification, the wrong I you can call it, that is also prakriti. Everything is prakriti except Atman, which I am. My true nature is not prakriti. My true nature is Atman. Tattvavittu mahabaho guna karma vibhagayoho tattvavittu. One who knows the diversity of the gunas, sattva, rajas, tamas, and their functions. What he feels? Guna guneshu vartante iti matva. This is a difficult phrase to understand. Let us go slowly. Gunaha means the sense organs. Because everything is guna. I have already told you several times. All are prakriti gunas. The first word, guna, is prakriti. That means sense organs. Chakshu, that is eye, ear, the sense organ of the touch sensation, or the smelling organ, or tasting organ, everything. These are gunas. They interact with guna. What they interact with is also guna. So the sense organ is a guna. The object of the sense organ is also guna. For example, eye is guna, prakriti guna, and what eye sees, the form, beautiful form, that also guna. Rupa is a guna. And shrotra, the sense organ which hears, is called stotra, shrotra, hearing sense organ. What does it hear? Sound. That is also guna. So, Atman doesn't hear. Atman doesn't see. Atman doesn't smell. Atman doesn't taste. It is the sense organs, gunas in the form of the sense organs interact or grabs the objects which are also the gunas. Then what is the role of Atman here? Atman doesn't have no role. Iti matva, having understood it, na sajjate, he will never get attached at all. So understanding is the result of the reading of these great scriptures like Bhagavadgita. By understanding, we develop a real detachment, without which we cannot detach, without which vairagya will not come. I had to detach from my body. How I can detach? I know I am under the wrong impression. Unless until I know I am the body, how I can detach from the body? It is not possible. I read the Gita, I know I am not the body. Body is only a Prakriti guna. Then I can now detach from the body. I am Atman, so I can detach from the body. I am not the objects, I can detach from the practice. Then what all these things, activities? Prakriti gunas interacting with Prakriti gunas. That's all. Outside world is also Prakriti gunas, and inside grasping sense organs, mind, thinking faculty, everything is Prakriti. Prakriti is interacting with Prakriti. I have nothing to do. All activities are done by Prakriti. I am not Prakriti. I am Purusha. Guna guneshu vartante. So the dispositions of nature as organs are grasping the objects of the senses, sound, smell, etc., which are also the gunas. Everything is guna. So this understanding, if we can have, makes us detach from all these things. We will not be involved in these activities, but we will continue to do the work until that understanding becomes matured. Understanding, only the bookish understanding, scholarly understanding will become realization. We will continue to do sadhana. Na sajjate. So one will not become attached to the Prakriti. What is Prakriti? As I told you repeatedly, Prakriti means body and mind. So I will no longer be attached to the body, I will no longer be attached to the mind, I will no longer be attached to my intellect. I know this is not I am the Atman. So once again Krishna explains the state of mind of the ignorant people. In contrast, next shloka, Prakruter guna sammudhaha sajjante guna karmasu tan akrusna vidaha mandan krusna vitu na vichalayet. So already we have read some praise, ahankara vimudhatma. The same kind of praise we read again, Prakrutehe guna sammudha. Sammudha means wholly deluded, completely under the illusion. Samyak mudha. Mudha means deluded. Sammudha means completely deluded, wholly deluded. By what? Prakrutehe gunaihi. By the gunas of the Prakriti. Now you should not ask me again, Swamiji, what is Prakriti gunas? I have spent almost half an hour in explaining what is Prakriti gunas. The body is Prakriti gunas. Outside objects are Prakriti gunas. My sense organs are Prakriti gunas. The mind is Prakriti gunas. So whatever wrong identification we have with body, mind, everything is Prakriti gunas. The qualities, permutation and combination of the Prakriti gunas. We are totally deluded by that. That is why we are called ignorant. Such persons are called ignorant. Prakrutehe guna sammudaha, those who are totally deluded by the gunas of the Prakriti or the gunas of the nature, they are attached. So in the previous sloka, the wise man is not attached. Na sajjate. Here it is given sajjante. They are attached. Towards what? Guna karmasu. Already I have explained what is guna and what is karma. So all the entities, body, mind, senses, everything is Prakriti and they do functions. There are diversification, classification. In hundreds of manner they act. The actions they do is called karma, and actual modifications of the Prakriti guna, that is body and mind, which perform the karma, which perform the action, is called guna. So we are attached to guna and the karma. We are attached to body, and whatever body does, we say, I am doing. That is what is called attachment. I don't find any much simpler way of explaining this. Guna means body, mind, etc. I am attached to it. That means I am attached to guna. What does body do? Body moves. I say I am moving. That means I am attached to karma also. I am attached to body. I am attached to functions of the body. I am attached to the guna. I am attached to the functions of the guna. That's all. That is the nature of the ignorant people. Tan, to such people, krusna vidaha, tan akrusna vidaha. Those who do not have that complete knowledge, krusna means complete, whole. We do have only half knowledge, incomplete knowledge. We say, I am body, I am mind, I am an ordinary human being. These are all incomplete knowledge. Then what is complete knowledge? I am Atman. That is complete knowledge. Not only reading and speaking about it, really feeling and discovering the truth and realizing the truth, that is called Krishna Vidaha. In order to understand this shloka, we should know the two terms. One is Krishnavit, another is Akrishnavit. Krishnavit means one who has got complete knowledge, the knowledge of the self. It is self, it is Atman which has become everything. Atmanyev Atmana Tushtaha. One finds the complete solace or satisfaction only in Atman. As Ishavasya puts it, he sees Atman, his own Atman everywhere, and he is everything in Atman. Everything in Atman and his own Atman everywhere. That means he doesn't see anything other than the Atman. Such person is called Krishnavit, wise man, realized soul. Akrishnavit means ignorant person, already described as Prakrutehe guna sammudha in the previous line. So what Krishna instructs is, once again this is a restatement, it is a repetition of the instruction. Krishna Vidu, the knower of the self, should not disturb the mind of those who have incomplete knowledge. You should allow them to continue with their work. Karma yoga, they should continue to do the karma yoga. I am the body, I am the mind, I am doing karma, but I am surrendering to God and I am offering everything, dedicating all work to the God. With this mind, an ignorant man should continue to do work. The wise man who knows the self, who has got self-knowledge, na vichalayet. He should not make him deviate from that path. Deviate from that path. Should not disturb him at all. Should not oscillate the mind of the ignorant man. Already we have read this idea. Buddhi bedam na janayet. The same idea. And also one word we have left out, mandan. So the akrusna vidaha, those who have the incomplete knowledge, they are manda, they are dull people. Manda prajnan, Acharya Shankara explained. Their prajna, their intellect is not very sharp. They are of dull intellect. Then what is intellect? Viveka buddhi is the real intellect. To understand the difference between Atman and Anatman, to discriminate or discern between what is Atma and Anatma is real knowledge. Not knowing that is the dull intellect, manda prajna. So the wise man who has already reached the pinnacle of his sadhana, who has realized the self, one who sees self or the Atman everywhere, should not disturb the mindset of ordinary people who are of dull intellect. This is the meaning of the second line. So the first line is about the ignorant people, those are completely deluded, sammudaha by the gunas or the qualities of the Prakriti, and they are very much attached to the guna and the karma. So I have already explained what are the gunas and what is karma. So where are we now? Which state we are in? I think we are all in the state of ignorance. So what we have to do? What is our duty? We are not wise men. We are not Krishna Vidaha. We do not see Atman everywhere. We do not think we are Atman. So what is our duty here now? Here lies in this shloka the essence of Karma Yoga. The whole crux of the Karma Yoga, Krishna has encapsulated in this beautiful shloka. This shloka, the only shloka, you can live upon it and you can get the bliss of God. One shloka, enough. Mai sarvani karmani sanyasya adhyatma chetasa nirashihi nirmamo bhutva yudhyasva vigatajvaraha. Krishna orders, commands Arjuna, yudhyasva. Don't sit idle. Yudhyasva, fight the war. Fight the war. You have to fight. So Arjuna has to fight in the battlefield of Dharmakshetra, Kurukshetra, and we have to fight in the battlefield of our life. Our battlefields are our own home, our office. Our life itself is a battlefield. Every day we have to fight. That means every day we have to go on working. We have to do Karma Yoga. We have to transform all our actions into Karma Yoga. How to do it? The specific instructions are given by Krishna here. Mai sarvani karmani sanyasya. Surrender or dedicate all your actions to me. This is the real Karma Yoga. This is the real Bhakti Yoga also. This is the real practice, practical instruction of the Lord Krishna. Oh Krishna, I am a housewife. I do not have any job. All right, whatever you do in your house, dedicate to me. Krishnarpanamastu. Shri Rama Krishnarpanamastu. Today I cook sambar, rasam, Krishnarpanamastu. Today I cook something special, Krishnarpanamastu. Today morning I get up and sweep the floor, Krishnarpanamastu. Shri Rama Krishnarpanamastu. Sometimes I am very much worried. You are thinking, Krishnarpanamastu. That also you dedicate. Good, you dedicate to God. Bad, you dedicate to God. Your worries, you surrender them to God. You are very happy today, surrender that state of mind also to God. Nothing is yours. There is nothing in this world that belongs to you. Everything belongs to God. Sarvani karmani sanyasya. Sannyasa means giving up. But in this case, it is surrendering, dedicating. Mai, who I am? I am Vasudeva. Vasudeva means the supreme principle, who is in the heart of everyone. Hriddeshe Arjuna Tishtati, Krishna says, I am in the heart of everyone. I am Antaryami. I am Kshetrajna. The bodies are different. The spirit, the consciousness which is inside is one and the same. Kshetrajnam chapi mam vidhi sarva kshetreshu bharata. Dedicating all actions. We cannot dedicate all actions all of a sudden. We have to develop maturity of mind. That maturity of mind, spiritual bent of mind is what is called Adhyatma Chetasa. After having developed the spiritual bent of mind, you will be able to dedicate all actions to the God. Otherwise, it's not possible. Shankaracharya explains, Adhyatma Techasa means Viveka Buddhya. Everything belongs to God. My body belongs to God. My mind belongs to God. I am not the doer. It is God who is doing everything. I am the doer, but I am only a servant of the Lord. It is Shankaracharya's words. Aham karta Ishvaraya bhrutyavat karomi. I am the doer, but I do every action a servant does for the Yajamana or the owner. The God is my boss. God is my owner. God is supreme. All my actions belong to God. This is what is called Adhyatma Chetasa. With the mind fixed on God and God alone. This is Adhyatma Chetasa. Mind in union with the God. A beautiful translation by Swami Tapasyanandaji Maharaj. Adhyatma Chetasa means with the mind in unison with God or the spirit. Adhyatma means that which is inside the body. So this body, mind, etc. are Prakriti. What is inside the body and mind is Atman or the Paramatman. Ishvara sarvabhutanam hruddeshe Arjuna tishtati. Krishna says. Ishvara, the Paramatma, is in the heart of everyone. He is the pure consciousness, Chaitanya, Satchit Ananda Swarupa. So we have to dedicate all our actions to Him with Adhyatma Chetasa, with the mind completely fixed on Him, with the idea that I am the servant, God is the Yajamana, God is the ruler, I am dedicating all my actions to Him. The very important thing here is Sarvani Karmani, all actions. No action is excluded here. All good action. There is no distinction of inferior action or the superior action. All actions, whether it is small actions, big actions, inferior actions, nothing counts here. Every action has to be dedicated to God and the God alone. Adhyatma Chetasa, with the spiritual attitude that I am the servant of the God. So when we are surrendering all our actions to God, Nirashihi Nirmamo Bhutva, we should be devoid of any desires. Desires have no place in Karma Yoga. The results do not belong to me. I do not hanker for the results. My only purpose is to please the Lord. Priyatam Pundari Kakshaha Saruva Yajneshwaro Harihi Tasmin Tushte Jagattushtam Prinite Prinitam Jagat. My whole ambition is to please the Lord by my actions. I have no desires. I have no desire of the results of the work at all. This state of desirelessness is called Nirashi. And second idea is Nirmamaha. There is nothing that belongs to me. Mama na. Nirmamaha. Work doesn't belong to me, it is God's work. I am not the doer, it is God who is making me to do. And the results of the work also belongs to Him. I am not the doer, God is doing work through me. The work also belongs to God, and the results of the work also belongs to Him. Everything belongs to Him. There is nothing in this which I can call my own. Nirmamaha, Nirashihi Nirmamaha Bhutva Yudhyasva. Perform your action. In this case, Arjuna is supposed to fight the war. O Arjuna, fight the war without any desires. Nirashihi, without any kind of attachment, without any egotism, with the spiritual attitude that I am the servant of the Lord. Do actions and surrender all your action to me and me alone. And lastly, Krishna says, Vigata Jvaraha. Jvara means santapa. That burns is called the Jvara. What does it burns? What is that which burns us is our shoka. So whenever we are engaged in work, many a time we are filled with shoka, sorrow, santapa, dukkha, suffering. Don't have any suffering. Don't suffer when you are work. Don't develop any despondency when you are working. Be happy. Be joyful. Joyfully you work because you are working for my sake and you are dedicating all actions to me. Be free from all kinds of egotism. Be free from all kinds of attachment. Be free from all kinds of desires. Be free from all kinds of selfishness. Surrender all actions to me and there will be no shoka, no sorrow at all. Vigata jvaraha. Every action becomes the worship of God. Every actions become the manifestation, the outward expression of the love of God. Then every actions become the act of service to God. And every action will become the act of joy, happiness, bliss. This is how one should do karma yoga. A beautiful shloka it is. The very essence of bhakti yoga and karma yoga you will find this beautiful shloka. This one shloka, one verse is enough for us to make our life really blissful, really fruitful, really great, noble life. We find the fulfillment of life just by following this one verse. This is the greatness of Krishna. Om Shanti 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 Hari Om Tat Sat Shri Rama Krishna Arpanamastu.